Oh.
I'm Lee Williams, gun writer at the Herald-Tribune, along with my co-host Mike Young.
Boarding House Reach.
Exactly, and we are super excited. We've got a hot gun in here today, probably one of the hottest in Southwest Florida. We're with Logan and Danny Smith.
Good morning.
Dad, good morning.
Glad to have you.
And Logan, you are looking at the Olympics.
Yes.
And you're shooting a big 12 gauge, and I hear sporting clays fear your name. Tell a little bit about your shooting history.
I've been shooting shotgun since I was 11. I shot international trap for a year, and I transferred to sporting clays, and this will be my second year shooting sporting clays.
But you're looking at the Olympics down the road a bit?
Yes, I want to practice skeet more and try to join the Olympic team.
Tell me what some of these are, and we'll save this one for last. What's this one?
These three are from the Florida State Games.
Sunshine State
Games.
Last year,
this time around, for international trap. And then this one is a bronze from the State Junior Olympics for international trap.
And this one?
International trap, I'm a national champion. I went to Colorado Springs, and it's an intermediate individual champion.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Now, there are different styles of trap, different styles of skeet?
Yes.
What are they, and what do you prefer to shoot?
There's international and American trap and skeet, and I like international trap better than American, and I haven't shot international skeet, just American skeet.
What's the difference?
International trap, the birds have a wider range. It's faster, a lot faster. And then skeet.
international skeet, it's the speed of the bird.
Okay.
Is faster than American. American skeet is shot pre-mounted. International skeet
from the waist
is shot
up
with a Logan.
Okay. Okay, so
And
it's more challenging.
The shooting order is just a little bit different.
What's the difference between sporting clays and skeet?
Sporting clays, it's random at every station, and skeet, you know exactly each time.
So were you hooked from the first time picking up a shotgun?
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I haven't done anything like that, because I have a highly addictive personality and I have enough hobbies right now, and I know I want to go out and do it every chance I get. Is that how you feel about it?
Yes, I love shooting. It's all I do.
What are you shooting?
12 gauge, 725 round Satori.
Oh, okay. Good gun.
Very nice.
Very nice. And Dad, what are you shooting?
I shoot a well-used Caesar Guarini.
When are you going to upgrade to a Caesar?
Soon, hopefully.
Now, you've been involved in a couple shooting programs.
Yes.
Tell me about them.
The first one was in St. Pete, and it was international trap, and I did that for a year. It was a highly competitive team, but it just didn't work out for me. So
Because you live up in Manatee.
Yes, it was a long drive and a lot of work. So
and you're not doing the driving.
No.
No. Or the gas buying.
Yeah, no kidding.
And so I started going to Sarasota Knights Trail and doing the program there.
What is the program?
Scholastic Clay Target Program, Gulf Coast Shooters.
Okay. And that's kids, what ages?
From any...
Starting at 8 to 18.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm. How many juniors are involved in the sport that you do? Is there a bunch of them, or?
There's a lot. It's mostly boys, not very many girls.
Get it, girl power.
Yeah. There's only 5 girls on my shooting team.
Right?
Yes.
You outshoot the boys?
Hopefully. I think so. I'm always with the girls. We never get to shoot with the boys.
Oh, really?
But I like it that way.
Are there any schools that offer this kind of a trap and skeet programs or anything like that?
There's lots of colleges that do that.
That's what I hear. You're going to college. Which one is it? Do you know, or
no, I don't know
haven't
yet.
picked yet?
Somewhere
They're
out of
all vying
state.
for you.
None around here?
No, I don't really want to go anywhere.
Actually, Jacksonville University, it's a small private school in Jacksonville, Florida, has a pretty prolific shooting program and shooting team, and they offer scholarships. A lot of the universities, even the major universities, University of Florida, have clubs, shooting clubs that do compete. They're not scholarship programs. There are a lot of smaller schools throughout the United States that do offer scholarship programs. And of course, mainly for boys, I don't think so much for girls, but the Army Marksmanship Unit offers, it's not a scholarship, you're enlisted in the Army, but the military...
Scholarship of sorts.
Yeah. The military academies do have shooting teams and shooting programs, and of course, those are scholarship.
Right. Full ride.
Full ride, right.
With your abilities, you should be looking at some type of 4-year.
Yes.
Okay. And are you prepping for the Olympics?
Not currently.
But that's something you want to do?
It's somewhere in my future, I hope.
And you think skeet would be the
Yes.
one? That's you play all the games,
Yes.
like your dad said, but that's the one you prefer the most?
Yes.
How often are you shooting?
I shoot every weekend, and then during training season, I do shoot every weekend all day on Sundays. And I train at home doing like gun mounts and weight mounts and stuff.
Oh my God, you're a girl after my own heart.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
You're probably going to end up getting adopted before this is over. Dad, tell me about cost, Dan, and what this is like. I mean, because this is not only a commitment for Logan, this is a commitment for you.
Yeah, it is, and it's not terrible. I mean, there is a cost, and we do sacrifice a little bit. I'm not sacrificing meals, obviously. I'm still eating.
But will some of these clubs help defray that?
Well, the program in Sarasota is very, very inexpensive for shooters. They cover a lot, and they really do a lot for the kids. I'm not sure what the fee will be this year. The fee last year for the season was $250.
Oh, that's nothing.
That's nothing. That included all the targets and all the ammo.
Okay.
And now I've been told it's going to go up a little bit this year, but that's not. It still probably won't be cost prohibitive. There is an equipment cost. As any youth sport, you have to buy the equipment. You know, when you're buying a shotgun, you don't have to go buy the most expensive one.
Right.
You do have to buy one that's appropriate for the sport. Logan started with a Remington 1187 from Dick's.
Good gun.
Very good gun,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
inexpensive. We went to the Browning because she wanted to pursue this, and
You like the over-under better?
the over-under is
Yeah.
better because it's from a safety factor.
Yeah.
It's either loaded or it's not.
Yeah.
It's also a little easier on the clay sports and preferred in the clay sports. The program Logan was in St. Pete was a little more expensive. What really gets to be expensive is the travel costs going to the national championships.
Which are where this year?
Well, for sporting clays, the SCTP, it's in Ohio usually.
Okay.
Excuse me, Illinois. I'm sorry, Illinois.
Same thing.
For the international programs, the skeet and trap that Logan wants to participate in, those are in Colorado Springs. It gets a little more expensive. You have the lodging, you have the travel. The most expensive thing that we do is outside of the training through the club, we shoot every weekend and sometimes during the week. The ammo cost
Right.
can get a little expensive.
Right. Anything we can do as a shooting community to help?
Any of these youth programs get people to donate to. That is, from a shop owner perspective, that's your future clientele.
Right.
Yep.
If you can get them involved, but any of the youth programs, not just in Sarasota, but anywhere, support those youth programs. Support USA Shooting.
Yeah.
USA Shooting is not just the Olympic team, it's the Junior Olympics in that feeder program. Support SCTP.
Well, I got to say, I'm incredibly impressed, and we don't think of this as a one-time appearance. We want constant updates on how you're doing, especially Winter Nationals.
This summer.
July.
Okay, we want to hear from you after that, and we'd like to talk to you about when you start training for the Olympics, because that would be great.
Yeah.
One last thing, I understand you had a lesson from a friend of ours, Bill McGuire,
Yes.
two-time world champion, and were you able to teach him anything?
It was a really good lesson. I'd really like to work with him again. He
Yeah.
gave me great pointers. It was really nice.
He's incredible. I've seen him train. He's forgotten much more than I'll ever know. What advice do you have to other young shooters that are out there?
Especially females, is to go for it because it's not a really female-dominated sport, and it's not a typical sport. So it's really interesting to do, and it's not very hard. People make it seem very hard. It's not. It's really fun.
What do you get out of it?
It's really relaxing and like stress. You can let out your stress because you're shooting a gun. So
Yeah, we're familiar with that.
Yeah.
I just love it. It's just so fun.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you both for coming in. We really appreciate
Thank you.
it.
We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thanks for
Our
coming.
pleasure.
God bless, long live the Republic, and keep your powder dry.
You were behind it by like a foot.
Pull.
You were really close. Give it like lead, like a foot lead. A foot or 2 feet.